Hey, welcome back to the Big Rant Show. As always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get right to it. Dear liberals, especially those on the far left. Now, I understand being against racism, against fascism. I understand protesting against those things. I understand not supporting them at all. In a way, I support, the anti-fascist movement. I do not support fascism in any way, and I don't want to support it. But at the same time, I cannot support a group like Smash Racism DC after what they did to Tucker Carlson and his family the other day. About 20 protesters showed up to his house. Not out in public, not on some street corner somewhere, not at a local coffee shop where he was getting coffee. No, they went too far. They got on his property, vandalized his house. I read reports that there was possibly an attempted break-in. And they vandalized his property by putting a big anarchy sign on his driveway. Now, police didn't arrest anybody, but they should have. Anybody that was on this man's property, uninvited, deserved to be arrested. That is trespassing, and I don't care where you live, that's trespassing. If you'd been in Texas, the man could have shot you legally if you tried to get on his property or damage anything on his property. So be grateful that you don't live here in Texas. We don't play that way here. They will shoot you. So not only did you risk your own life, you went too far by attacking this man and his family, threatening them and harassing them. And you make the left look weak. This is not why I became a liberal. This is not why I'm a Democrat. This is not why I support people like Bernie Sanders and other progressives, or the Young Turks, and the Justice Democrats. This is not why I joined the left. This is not why I vote blue. This is not the Democratic Party or the liberal movement that I joined. It really puts me in a tough spot as a liberal, as a progressive, to not know where the hell I stand in this party anymore. There was a day in my life where I was a Republican, or more of a libertarian. But I saw how those particular ideologies were not helping. They were not helping the poor, the disabled, the elderly, the hungry. And so those are the reasons why I became a liberal. Those are the reasons why I have voted blue in almost every election since 2002. At least at the federal level. Except for one vote in 2012 for a mistake. But what these people did was wrong, and it went too far. You have no right to enter someone's property. I don't care if you're getting on their front lawn, their backyard, their front porch, their driveway. If you're on their property, it is their property, and you have no right to be there. You have no right to harass people. He was at home with his family. That's all they were doing, was threatening his family and trying to do intimidation tactics. They weren't trying, as he said in one of his things, they weren't trying to do anything. They weren't trying to convince him to change his mind. They weren't really protesting crap. But they thought it was okay to sit there and harass him and his family. Let me get you a direct quote from Tucker Carlson. They weren't protesting anything, Carlson said of the crowd. They weren't trying to change my mind or advocate for a position. They were threatening my family to get me to stop talking. That is un-American. Plain and simple. Un-American. Everybody has a right to speak in this country. Period. You don't have the right to try and intimidate people out of speaking. AKA, Donald Trump does it every day to the media. But this man was at home on his own time. He wasn't out in public anywhere. And you decided to enter his property, and each and every one of you should have been arrested. I'm not a huge fan of Tucker Carlson. I never have been. Even in my more conservative libertarian days, I was not a fan of Tucker Carlson. And so that's not going to change. But I have to say, I am sorry that he and his family had to endure, threats and harassment from a crowd of idiots. Yeah, you heard me right. Those of you on the left that try to trespass on people's property, vandalize their property, and try to break into their homes are idiots. Every single one of you. And you really made me wonder who the hell I'm supposed to be voting for in 2 years. How can I vote for progressives? How can I vote for liberals if you're going to do this kind of bullshit? This is the most un-American stuff I've seen in my damn life. Anyhow, y'all have a great day. I'll see you down the road. I've been your host, Jacob K.